So it
planets. Yeah, Mamta, you're taking it. Go ahead. Oh, okay. There is a little bit of a disturbance. There is a little bit of a disturbance. Generally people tell you that planets will not twinkle, stars will twinkle, and so on. Although planets too, when they are low on the horizon, they will twinkle a little bit. And why this is happening is that you have this. Mamta, you wanted to take that. Now I think there is no disturbance from your side.
So I'm not very sure. Am I audible?
Yeah, it's okay now. Okay, let me see. The thing is that you have a planet is a slightly extended body, and star is just like a point. And see, light coming from the star, it's just one ray, let's say. Think of it that way. And then atmospheric disturbance may kick it out of your side, back into your side. That's the twinkling. But for a planet which is an extended body, atmospheric disturbances, even if from one side your view is kicked out, the other side it will come in, and so on. And let me add Anirudh and add his screen share. There, that's from Anirudh Thakur from Pune. And are we able to discern? I got one view from Rajasthan, wherein we had both the planets and the moons also visible. So I will try and get that also into the view. I'm just trying to add it into my presentation. I have huge number of views in the presentation which I wanted to share. But as we are getting more and more live views, today's views, so perhaps tomorrow's views, now we will share tomorrow. In yesterday's views, we will share tomorrow. And so here is one view. Maybe if I will share my screen, we will get it from Rajasthan, Anil Tripathi, I think. We are getting Anirudh's view very clearly. You can see the Saturn ring and so on. I'm just briefly just sharing my presentation, wherein we are getting the view from Bhilwara, Rajasthan, Anil Tripathi. And so this is the, I don't know if it is, I hope it is visible. Mamta, that blue square with, this is visible? Okay, so let me just check. Yeah, this view seems to be visible, and that is from Bhilwara, Rajasthan, where you are able to see Jupiter, Saturn, and the moons. And in this, when looks like you have 4 Galilean moons, right? But no. Actually, this is Callisto, this is Ganymede, this is Europa, this is a star. So it's very strange that they have come in this same line in this view, and Io is in eclipse, so you are not seeing that. Let me bring back Anirudh's view, where we are able to see Saturn very clearly, Jupiter, and also let me see what's happening to the planetarium stream. That's from the planetarium Teen Murti campus. I think soon we are going to lose this because it goes down below the trees at some time, and so on. We may also be needing it for some other viewing, but we do have Anirudh. Anirudh, you are able to be here with us for some time?
Yeah, ma'am. Sure.
Anirudh, you're doing handheld thing like yesterday, right? Fantastic. And Anirudh, at some point, maybe if you a little more brightness to get the moons, and then again adjusting back to see Saturn better. Both can be tried.
Yes.
Okay, so now, yeah, it will be quite close to the horizon. Somebody is saying red small dot in the sky. Actually, Jupiter you will be seeing. Okay. Jupiter kind of whitish.
So now I have increased the exposure so that the moons of Jupiter and I think even Titan is visible to 11 o'clock of Saturn. If we see
it. Can you use a cursor and tell what is visible, Anirudh? Because I think my cursor won't show on yours.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, just a minute.
And just for your viewers' interest, see, Rhea and Titan, 2 moons of Saturn, were on one side of Saturn last 2 days when we were viewing. But today, Rhea is on one side and Titan is on the other side of Saturn. And when you are looking at Jupiter's moons, so Callisto and Ganymede on one side, and Io is not there. Europa and a star on the other side. Now, are there any questions about a little more to know about this event? More questions to know about? We can see, yeah, you can see in Pakistan, you can see all over.
Yeah, I
Only thing
think
is that when you
somebody
go
is
to
also
northern
asking.
latitudes, it is less, it is lower down in the sky. Okay, yeah, the
Yeah,
red dot you're seeing high up in the sky is Mars. Yeah, 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 right, right. Can
somebody is
moon be?
asking about Maharashtra. I think yes, they you can see there also. We have also shown some live feeds from Pune.
Yes, actually I'm from Maharashtra only.
Yeah, yeah, there is a
Yeah, this
message.
view we are seeing now is from Pune. Yes.
Exactly.
Uh, okay. Are there any questions to know about the conjunction? There are a couple of things about the conjunction I wanted to tell, but I think the questions are more important. Again, which direction? Southwest, southwest, southwest. It's visible in Tamil Nadu, everywhere in India. Tamil Nadu, much better because you are lower latitude. Dubai, yes. In fact, I'll show you one view from Prabhu Kuti, not today's, but yesterday's view. And he has actually, I think the one of the naked eye view I showed was also Prabhu Kuttis from UAE. So, all right, let's keep the live view for now. When we leave the live view, then perhaps we will go for yesterday's views. So, although there are many interesting things from yesterday's views too. Is it possible for stars to conjunct? Very interesting question. Very, very interesting question. See, planets. Planets, what happens is that since they are moving around the sun, they have their own motions relatively closer to us. So we will see their position in the sky changing with respect to the background stars. And so they may move closer to each other, further away. This happens much more. Stars, we don't see their positions changing that much. So in general, if we see star and we make a constellation or so, where it is in the sky may change. But relatively, the angle between different stars would not change. Well, the change would happen if you take sophisticated telescopes and measure what is called proper motion of stars. See, when we are looking at these objects, we are looking at them like two-dimensional view, in the sense like on the surface of a half a football on our head, right? Although the distances may be different, right?
Yeah.
So,
Plus, I think
yeah, Mamta, you
it's
wanted to
also
add to that?
yeah, it's also about the times at which the variation is taking place. So the relative position between the stars may not change at the time
Yeah,
scale that
yeah,
we are also
yeah,
looking at.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The time scales, I mean, the time scales are going to be very, very long for us to actually see constellation shape change.
Yeah,
Okay, so
and
it will have a millennia. It will be millennia before we see a constellation shape change.
yeah, there
Someone
is
wants
one
to
more
know.
question
Yeah,
that if all the planets can align in one line, like Jupiter and Saturn, I guess that's very
typically, yeah. Planets are actually
theoretically
always in
yes.
a way aligned. In a way, they're always aligned. Like
Yeah,
this, let us say this is the annual apparent path of the sun. This is ecliptic. If you see from one location, it may go a little this way, that way, but that will be the ecliptic. So sun is exactly along the ecliptic. The planets are a little above and below that. They go around the ecliptic. So, in general, a broad arc, if you take, which is the zodiacal kind of constellations, planets will
hmm.
all be along that. Pluto may be a little off, but generally all of them are along that. So, there is a rough alignment always. But when you talk of
Yeah,
a conjunction, it will mean they're
you don't.
coming closer together in the sky. Yeah, Mamta, please go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, you don't really happen to see these. That's what I wanted to add. If you want to see it going close as a conjunction that we are just now seeing, so you don't really get to see them in the sky like that. They are in the same plane, so some arc can be drawn through them, true, but you don't really see them.
Yeah.
And of
Uh,
course,
So there's a viewer who is asking that they're not able to see. See, if you look at Saturn, it's a bit fuzzy, but if you look carefully, you can just discern the ring in this view. And also in the view we had from planetarium earlier, the ring shape could be discerned. And okay, let me just try and see what other views are available to us right now to look at. So I will try and share those two. All right. So, yeah, Mamta, all of you, please do go ahead for the questions. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to see where all we can see this.
there
Uh,
regarding what will happen, the effect of them coming in one line. See, the orbits of both the planets are different. So, them being coming in one line, it's just that both the orbits can be seen right now in a straight line from the sun, from the Earth's position. That's what is the conjunction all about. So, there's hardly any other effect of that coming together. So,
As
it's
I
a
was saying,
beautiful,
yeah, sorry, Mamta.
yeah,
I was
it's a
just
beautiful.
joking a while ago that the one effect which I predict will happen, many of you, particularly younger ones, may be inspired by this event and hopefully go in the direction of maybe becoming astronomers and scientists. That is one effect I hope will happen. That's it. No other
Exactly.
effect.
No other effect. So, will all parts of Earth see the same time zone like in USA? Yeah, the time zone and the rising times are different, but all parts of the world do have certain time of. I mean, they are right now aligned in the orbit, so you have to check the rising times of your like. We had one from outside India. We had one live feed coming at 9 o'clock. Ratnashri, if you remember the place name, the time zones are different, right?
Yeah, no.
I'll I'll
I
just check.
don't
I'll
have
just
it
check.
right now.
I had
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
just check.
So I'm just trying to see where all there are live views going on, where we can try and take a look. One thing actually, while going to these different places, there was one point I wanted to mention that you may see, this is the Pune view. You may recollect the view we had from Delhi a while ago, and we can't see much any kind of difference. Whereas if it was a solar eclipse, we would have seen different locations, slightly different views. A lunar eclipse also from different locations, absolutely the same. All the phases are seen, all different locations. Jupiter moon events from all locations, you would see it wherever you are able to see, you will not see any difference. Now, Jupiter, Saturn, perhaps even this, when they are so close, perhaps not much difference. That is one thing which is very clearly evident here, right? And
Yeah.
all right. Oh, somebody says what will happen to Orion constellation if Betelgeuse explodes? Nothing, because you see the constellation is made up of so many different stars. None of them are close to Betelgeuse. It's just a chance alignment that we are seeing. So only things which are physically close to Betelgeuse, maybe there would be an effect of the supernova explosion. Maybe a new star formation could take place somewhere near when it is physically near. Okay, so some of you who are putting unnecessary messages, um, because so many questions are there, we are already missing questions. So please don't do that. Jupiter is brighter than Saturn from Earth always, because Jupiter is closer to us, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
always so. Can we see Earth from Jupiter now? Yeah. It should be. It should be possible. And let's go to that picture I had. Okay, even if I don't show it here right now, that picture, I don't know if you
Uh,
remember it. We will see Earth in conjunction with Sun from Jupiter or from Saturn. We will see Earth in conjunction with Sun. So this is
yeah. There is a question. Can we see it tomorrow? Yes, of course. You will be able to see
yeah,
them tomorrow
tomorrow
also,
too. Yes,
close
yes,
by. But now you will start seeing them going away from each other. Is the
yes.
main thing over
Today
here.
0.1 degrees, yesterday, tomorrow 0.2 degrees, and but they are every day progressively they are going lower and lower in the sky. Okay, so with naked eye, if you are not able to do anything other than see with naked eye, just look at what it is there today. Are you able to see the two separately? Look at them tomorrow. You will see Saturn popping out from below Jupiter tomorrow. Yesterday it was above Jupiter. So you can see that slow, that progressive motion which is there. So I think some children perhaps are just not able to take it. What an inspiring event this is, and they are putting unnecessary messages, and we are missing questions because of that. Okay,
Right.
so all
Do
right.
planets have their own light?
No,
No,
they do
planets
not
do
have.
not have
They
their own
reflect
light.
light from the sun.
Exactly.
Howrah, yes, you can see. And we actually had some views. There was one from Darjeeling and one from Balangir in Orissa. But since we are now looking only at the live view for now, I'm not putting them up. Okay. Can we see? Yeah. Those of you who have binoculars, please take them out and try and view. Uh, because you will be able to discern the difference between, I mean, the two separately. You may not be able to see moons of Jupiter and Saturn rings, but at least you can discern them separately. And during conjunction, is the angular distance Fresnel angle? Mamta, Fresnel angle, angular distance. See the angular distance right now, what we have, it has been progressively going down, and the minimum it is reaching was about 6 arc minutes. And so it actually, this is a physical coming together. So not any optical effect like this, what you are talking of. All right. So no, it's not an optical artifact of that kind. It's a physical meaning coming together, appear in the same line of sight. Okay. Okay. Why is the ring of Saturn vertically like Uranus? See, the thing is that it will all depend on our viewing angle. So Saturn ring, from our viewing angle, we may sometimes see the ring face on, we may sometimes see edge on, and various kinds of views. The current view is this: if the ring were actually edge on, we would actually hardly see the ring. So we are fortunate that the view is not edge on right now. How much degree upwards in southwest? Probably now it will be closer to 14 degrees, and then but it is going to go down below that. Mamta, actually around 7, generally we would have had stopped this by 7. Anirudh, are you able to be there past 7? Will you keep the? I would need to leave, and so generally we are stopping the webcast by 7. Perhaps it is better we do that, since the views are just this. And tomorrow we are going to have another web session, and in that, and I'll take a look at all the questions, save all the questions. We will try to have these answered. Make sure that all the questions are answered.
Yeah, there was one question that is only one planet visible from Earth with naked eyes. No, we can also see Mars and
5 naked eye planets.
Yeah,
we have 5 naked eye planets. Mercury is usually a little difficult because it's too close to the sun, and sometimes when it is a little far, we can see it very nicely. And 5 naked eye planets easily.
Is the bright dot sun? No, the bright dot is not sun.
No effect on energy in cosmos, nothing of that kind. Okay. Why Polaris never rise and set? You see, all right. Okay, do we have time? Because for somebody who is interested, it will be nice to have this discussion. Somebody wanted to know why Polaris is not rising and setting. Take a globe like this, okay, the one with the stand and so on. Set your globe spinning and keep your finger maybe on Delhi or so. You will see that you are having to move your hand like this. But keep your finger on North Pole and rotate it. You don't have to move. So anything which is along the axis of rotation, you are actually not able to see its motion. So along this axis of rotation is pole star, and that is why we don't see it. Though, I mean, if you measure it very carefully, because it is not exactly along the North Celestial.
It just changes the position.
So you can do that. Is Jupiter to the right? So in the current view, actually, see the brighter one, it's easy for you to discern. The brighter one is Jupiter, and the fainter one is Saturn. How to identify it? Towards southwest, low along the horizon, this is the only object. So, I mean, only object visible from light polluted skies. Of course, there are other stars which are fainter. Where to see in the sky? Southwest.
Southwest, which binoculars? Any decent binoculars, you should be able to make out the
even the minimum of binoculars you'll still see better than your eye, no? Okay. So why is Saturn? Why is Saturn fading? Okay, see, Saturn first of all is going to be less bright than Jupiter anyway. And I think I will, Anirudh, for a moment, what I'll do is I will add my stream, use this figure which is here. And you see what is happening is that in summer, see, this is sun, Earth is here, the 2 planets are here. So sun, when these 2 planets are here, this is Earth, opposite to the sun in the sky, then they are actually closer. You can see just from here to the planets. But when they are near the sun, actually it's Earth to sun and then sun to them. So it's a much longer distance that we have. So when they are in conjunction with the sun, they are fainter. When they are at opposition, they are very bright. Sometimes when Jupiter, Saturn are in opposition, then also we have such a conjunction. That's wonderful because they are very bright and all night they will be visible. Okay, let me get back to Anirudh's live view. And all right, gamma ray burst hitting the earth. Mamta, somebody wants to know if gamma ray burst hits the earth.
Well, I really hope it doesn't, but we won't be able to survive it, certainly. It won't hit the gamma ray burst won't hit the earth, right? I mean, in our lifespan, so we don't have to worry about it.
Orange, I want to know why sun never rising or setting, etc., etc. If you're asking that, presumably you're asking about the poles, polar regions, from where you will see sun not rising. It will. If you're asking about sun, then what happens is that because of this tilt of axis of rotation of Earth as it is going around the sun, here let us say the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. When the Earth goes other, I hope this was visible. Yeah, in another side, then the southern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. So what happens is that then here with this spin, when let me bring it in view. Southern hemisphere is spinning here. You would see that kind of glancingly you can continue to see the sun. But whereas when the Earth goes here, you will not see it from the southern hemisphere at all. Okay, there is a disturbance coming in from somewhere. All right. All right. So we have just 3 minutes left before we end this session.
It's now getting, I think, cloudy at many places also. So,
yeah, Anirudh. So probably is getting no. We are getting the views.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Is it getting cloudy for you there?
Sorry, the voice was not much clear.
Is it getting cloudy for you?
No, but they are actually moving down. The altitude is getting low, so it's hazy here.
Yeah. Yes.
That's why.
Yes. So,
But
I think
it will be clear till 7 definitely.
Okay. So we've received a few more, and perhaps then many of the images which are now coming in, we will take a look at them tomorrow's session, because I need to leave. What if we are on Jupiter or Saturn? You will see Earth in conjunction with the Sun. If you are on Jupiter or Saturn, and
there was one more question regarding. Does that mean that it's a kind right now? Yes, I mean, though it's not an eclipse, they are not going behind each other. Their separation is 0.1 degree. So they are coming. They are looking. Look, very close to each other.
It's a conjunction only, but Jupiter's moon is currently going through an eclipse, meaning Jupiter is hiding sunlight from that moon. So we are seeing that. Okay, I think so. It's time now to end the session. Anirudh, that was lovely that we got the live feed from you for this time. We had the live feed from Delhi, the team also. Yeah, and Anirudh send images after this images. Oh, we didn't let you take images of the live one. Yeah.
Yes. I will stack and process and I will email it definitely.
Thank you. Because tomorrow also we are going to have this web session, and all the questions left out today will be answered tomorrow. So I think we are going to sign off here now. Thank you everyone who